the stream. And we give the folks time to come in, yeah.
My husband, Anthony, is in the kitchen making sandwiches.
I love it. I love it a lot.
And he's going to bring me my sandwich in a few minutes.
Okay.
So.
Cool.
Yeah.
This is the silliest question ever, Mandy. Does he stream too, or is he just like hanging out?
No, he doesn't stream. He doesn't really want to be in the spotlight.
Okay.
Well, partly because of his job, he's a therapist, and he actually counsels people through an online program.
Okay.
And so it's kind of like he doesn't really want to have like a online persona, so to speak. He's not a musician though. He though I have talked to him about, because there are people who do, mental health podcasts and stuff, that he could try something like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, the only part of him that has ever physically come onto my stream is just like his hand if he's passing something to me.
Okay.
So yeah, but yeah, we actually, he's very supportive of my musical career. I've been doing music since before we were together, so
yeah, that I remember. It's been it seems like it's been a good long career, because I was looking at, like, on Spotify, I was looking up I think it was your first album, the Keep Calm album, or maybe I'm thinking of another one, but
yeah, those days,
yeah, and it was from, I think it was it 2008 or 2009. I'm like, wow,
yeah,
that's pretty good.
Yeah. So
and
yeah, and that was kind of the halfway point.
Oh, that was the halfway point.
Now.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, yeah, but yeah, I think I first saw you on, it might have been in Brookstone Bards' channel.
Yeah, that would be right. Yeah, because I remember notably, the Mandylorians went over to see the Bards by the raid, and it was a huge raid. I remember just how how blown away like the Bards were by that, and y'all were great. It was really fun. So that was nice getting to meet y'all there.
Oh, we're live, huh?
We are, yeah. So I usually take another minute or two for the folks to come in so that everyone can warm up and settle into their seats.
Cool. I'm gonna share this to my stream.
Okay. Oh, thank you for the host, Mandy. I love it.
Yes, we're rolling now.
We are definitely rolling. I remember when we did the Together Wherever Streamfest announcement with Irene, and then that was the first time I saw you in chat over here, and I was like, holy cow, Mandy Prater's in the chat. That was great. So thank you for that too.
Oh, I'm just little old me. I'm not, nothing's like extravagant.
Well, I mean, I think people are catching on to your vibe though, because your music is really.
It's been awesome. I mean, Twitch has kind of saved me as a musician the past year.
Ooh.
So.
That's a great sentiment. It's a very fascinating sentiment, because I think people have said that, like other people on Twitch have said the same thing. Like they didn't really get an audience until they came here, and suddenly it just became an entire adventure, and for the better, of course. And that's wonderful. Hey, nice to meet you, Rochelle. We're going to have a lot of cool folks from the Mandylorian
Mandylorian
community.
Trickling in?
They're trickling in. Rochelle Davina, nice to meet you.
Mandylorians.
Come on down. I love that. We'll talk about that too. I know that there's a story. I remember your story about how we got the name. And that's my sister Christy's Coffee with the.
Oh, hi, Christy.
Nice to meet you. Good to see you, Christy. Yeah, Mandy's with me tonight. And yeah, she streams too. Let's give her a shout out. Do I have a cousin? I do. Yeah, it's great. Yeah, now her streams are like a little bit more on the variety side. Like tends to be arts and crafts and some other things. I don't think she's tried gaming yet, but it's mostly like crafting things and making things, and it's really fun.
Oh,
hello.
That's fun.
Yeah, definitely. Rochelle Davina, hello. Hope you all are well. Yeah, so I would say we are. for the most part. Thank you for asking. Hope you're well too. So, all right, let's go ahead and kick this off. Let's not waste any time, because anything I'm going to ask you from here on out, Mandy, I feel like is like show content. So I do want to make it official on the record. No need for the shout.
Okay.
Yeah.
No pressure.
Let's do it. There we go. And the other thing is, of course, thanks. This music is, this is the goofy music I found on the internet. It's from a group called the Yellow Magic Orchestra, who were pioneered electronic music in the early 80s and the late 70s. And so...
No way.
Yeah, so this is just a MIDI version of their song. And this is pretty catchy stuff. It kind of reminds... Well, hello everybody, my name's Dave Eat Sandwiches. And rather than keep our friend off camera, let's go introduce her right now. Singer-songwriter Mandy Prater, who just reached partner status on Thanksgiving weekend. It's so good to have you with us. How's it going tonight?
Hey, it's great. Thanks for having me. It's so fun to be here.
No, thank you, 100%. And yeah, just to explain the intro song. Yeah, it's I don't know how I found that, because I mean that was released way before like I was born or anything. So, but it's very catchy and it's fun to hear. So I was listening to a lot of their albums for a while, like in the last couple years. And so that one I just settled on that as like the theme song. So
it's good.
Yeah, thank you. Good. Oh, you should hear the actual song. This is just the MIDI version. Like the original studio cut of it is quite remarkable.
Cool.
Yeah.
What'd you say? Yellow Orchestra?
Yellow Magic Orchestra.
Yellow Magic.
They're
Orchestra.
from Japan. Yeah. So it's kind of a cheeky name from them. Yeah. Yeah, it's a wild group. It's really interesting. So if you get into that kind of music, it's a lot of fun. And I feel like video game music was inspired a lot by their work, because it sounds a lot like old video games when you listen to it. So I recommend it.
Yeah, that's kind of what I thought too.
Yeah. So I figured it seemed like a good fit for Twitch. Toilet After Dark, welcome to the chat. I'm here for the bread. I love it. Just the bread? Okay. Nice to meet you, though. Christy's Coffee. Oh, my God. Your room is Christmas. Sure is. Yeah. And it looks like you got decorations, too, Mandy. It looks great.
We both have red and lights and... So, hi Toilette, hi Tim Tam, hi, let's see, Pinball Sorcerer, thank you.
Yeah, welcome in, everybody. Tim Tam, it's great to see you. Oh, you saw Tim Tam last week, right? Like, you remember what you were... That was a fun show.
Oh, right, yeah, he was your guest.
He was,
then.
Yeah.
Right?
And we were exchanging dad jokes, and you had some good ones, too. I remember that. Like, you popped in and threw in a few yourself. That was, yeah. I didn't realize you had such a good dad joke game, Mandy. I'm very impressed.
Gotta keep some of those in your back pocket for such an occasion. Hi, Al. Hi, Breezy.
Uncle Al. Breezy. Good to see you both. Hello. I'm so glad you all could make it here tonight. We're going to get to know a very, very talented singer-songwriter based in Austin, Texas. And she is it on the right side of the screen. And Mon says, tell them dad jokes can be strong. Yeah, 100%. And so her many talents include dad jokes, but more importantly, guitar and lyric writing. And it's all led to an incredible run for you. And we were just talking about it before we started. It's really been an amazing journey. And as you mentioned, and I don't know if we started the stream before you said this, but you mentioned how Twitch in a way saved your music career. Was there a point where it was starting to like the magic was starting to go? That's such an interesting comment.
Well, I mean, really practically, because, since 2013, I was in a band called The Misses.
Mm-hmm.
That became my full-time job for about 6 years. I finally was able to quit the grind of restaurant jobs and bartending jobs
mm-hmm.
and stuff and start doing music full time. And then when pandemic hit, there's no gigs.
Right.
So what do you do as a musician? And I had already been, doing some streaming just through my Facebook page.
Right.
And I'd been doing that for about 9 months before the pandemic hit. So I was somewhat familiar with, the dynamics of, interacting with the audience and stuff like that. But somebody was seeing my little clips that I posted up on my Instagram from my live streams on Facebook, and were like, why don't you try Twitch? And, eventually I did, and that was about 16 months ago now.
Mm-hmm.
And it, I didn't really know what to expect, but the music fans on Twitch are just the best.
Yeah.
So it really, the support that they give, both emotional support and financial support to musicians is really, really amazing. And I was, able to, pay my bills and not worry about, buying groceries and stuff during the pandemic, mainly thanks to the Twitch community.
It's wonderful.
So,
yeah. I love that. I mean, I was hearing about this scene as well. And Toilet After Dark says, that's true. We are the best.
Yes.
That's great.
Absolutely.
Tell us a little bit about the story of your community, because I think there's something a little unique about the Mandylorians. I just feel like there's just a very cool vibe with what you all do. And it's a very, and it seems like a very loyal group. And I just think it's a lot of fun. So, how did that all start? Did you have that at Facebook, or did any of them migrate over from Facebook?
Yes. And that was, as the key to helping me build my Twitch community was I had about 10 or 15 people that were kind of regular viewers on my Facebook streams. And I would do a Saturday night stream on Facebook. And when I decided to start doing Twitch, I was like, okay, guys, Facebook stream's over. Come to the after party on Twitch.
Yeah.
And I'd come over to Twitch and stream, at first just for about another hour or so. Then we started getting raided by people as we got discovered, and the streams started getting longer and longer, and eventually Twitch kind of took over, whereas Facebook became like the warm up for the Twitch stream.
Oh, wow.
And but those people, the core group of VIPs that have been with me for, a year and a half or longer now, they really helped build the Twitch channel, because it is hard to start a Twitch channel. It's hard to get your viewers average built up and get people coming back week after week and stream after stream. And here's my sandwich.
Oh, I love it.
Thank you, my love.
Oh, this is great.
So we got dinner's ready. Oh,
okay.
He even brought me some ketchup.
Yeah, that's a good husband right there.
So the best, the absolute best. See what I say about him supporting my musical career.
Yeah.
Even the dinner, he'll cook dinners that are ready when I'm done with my streams. He's the best. So yeah, he doesn't like to be on camera though.
No problem.
Everybody's like, when's Anthony gonna come on stream? When's Anthony gonna do a cooking stream? I'm like, probably never. But yeah. So yeah, the Mandylorian name came about maybe about a year ago. Another streamer that is a Twitch streamer, Brian Keith Music, I believe, is the one who coined that term. He was just he either coming or going from the stream one day, and was like, "See you later, Mandylorians," or "Hi, Mandylorians," or something. We were like, "Oh, that's very clever," So that it kind of just stuck. So
yeah. Well, here's the big question related to that. I think everyone's asked you this already, but have you seen the show, The Mandalorian?
Oh, yes, I love the show.
Yeah, right on.
Can't wait for the next installment.
Yeah. And it's coming. I guess it'll be a bit, but yeah, no, I agree. So that's cool. I mean, it all comes together, and I mean, the emotes are great. I can see Uncle Al has one right there. This is the way. It sure is. I love it. Hey, Phil's in the chat now. I think you know Phil very well because he's a comment. Yeah. Phil's a big fan of Mandy Prater's work. So so good to see you, Phil.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Hey, Phil.
Let me give Phil a shout out. There we go. Cool. So, yeah, that's really good that you had some carryover from Facebook. I know that was not the case for everyone who came over, but it is interesting that people started with Facebook and then moved to Twitch. And I think it's just because, as you were saying, like it doesn't immediately connect that Twitch is a venue to do things other than video games. And I think that's the one thing that seems to have grown the most in the last year. The variety of like what's on there, and so your show certainly is a arbiter, like a symbol of that.
Yeah, and I didn't even know what Twitch was until about a year and a half ago. So yeah, I wish I had known about it sooner, but I'm glad that I found it when I did.
Yeah.
So.
That's cool. I mean, and some of the things that make your channel fun is right behind you. Your visual layout is great. And I noticed red is a dominant color in your world. Is it your favorite color? Is it safe to say that?
Actually, not really.
Oh no.
I mean,
okay.
it is eye-catching. There's some psychology around the color red, but I've decorated my house in kind of a feng shui theme. And in feng shui, different colors represent different elements and different areas of your house. This room in my house happens to be the room for fame and reputation in feng shui, and the color is red and the element is fire.
Whoa.
So it happened very perfectly that this ended up being my music studio and my streaming room. Magically, when we moved here, I chose this color. It's actually a faux finish of a dark orange with an orange with a darker orange on top, and I painted it. There's a room in the video. It was inspired by the video Nirvana's Heart-Shaped Box music video.
Oh, of course, right.
And so that was kind of the color, and it's a very orangey red, but I do like red. Red's eye-catching, and when I first started streaming, I was just streaming in front of a red curtain, a red velvet curtain that's over here on my other wall. And then I decided I needed some more space, so I kind of changed my layout, and then you get to see my guitar wall now. So that's kind of fun.
That is cool. That guitar wall is actually a really good selling point. It's really neat. And then I see your logo.
Thanks.
And then I see Conan O'Brien's little drawing over your shoulder, which leads me to believe you're a fan.
Oh, very much.
Love it.
Yes, I've watched Conan. I mean, when I was in high school, I think middle school actually, he started his late night show, and was just a huge fan the entire time that he was on TV. So, yeah. A friend actually got that for me when he came through his 2010 legally prohibited from being funny on television.
So I remember that. Yeah.
He came to Austin, and Anthony and I went downtown and tried. The tickets sold out within minutes. We were trying to get tickets, but we weren't able to get them online. So we actually went downtown and we're trying to just buy some on the street before the show, but we weren't able to.
I see.
So, but a friend had actually succeeded in getting tickets, and so he brought some extra memorabilia home for us.
Wow.
From the show. So
wow, what a tough ticket there.
Very nice of him.
That is very nice of him. That's awesome. Yeah. And
it matches my wall.
It really does. It's a great fit. It's an awesome fit. Oh, I love that. Let's see. Oh, Mad Clean 1 is in the chat. Hi, Mad Clean. I know you. It's good to see you again. I just saw you a little bit earlier today on Twitch, but I'll give you a shout out. Hold on a sec. So Mad Clean 1's a guitar streamer. That's really cool.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, super cool. So I hope you're doing all right. Rahomo's in the chat. Hello, Rahomo. Good to see you back.
Hey, Rahomo.
We have regulars too. It's really cool. I guess kind of nice that like I know that feeling of like the comforting feeling of having friends that you make here on the platform, and then you see them again and again. I think that's a really beautiful feeling, and Um,
It is.
who have been with you? Who of those folks? Who can you remember? Like you mentioned Brian Keith. Like who are some of the folks that you remember who have been with you the longest as far as your supporters, specifically on Twitch?
Well, let's see. Well, one of them's here right now. Uncle Al's here. He's been there. He's like a 14 or 15 month sub, I think, at this point. But well, Gansett guy, of course. He's been with me since pretty much the first stream.
All right. Yep.
King Dam Breaker's been with me since way before I ever even started streaming.
Mm-hmm.
And who else is here? But yeah, we've got Toilette, we've got Breezy. I mean, these guys are Mandylorian core followers, and Phil. These guys. Matt Sarr.
Matt Sarr. Hello, Matt.
Matt's been with me since the Facebook days.
Cool.
And came over to Twitch with us. So yeah, we've got some very supportive friends. We've even met some of them in person at this point, so that's always cool. But yeah, and people come and go, and people, sometimes Twitch can be such a world that you get sucked into that you kind of forget anything else exists, and occasionally people kind of go away for a while,
right,
live their lives, and come back.
Nah, it's all right. Yeah.
But
that's a great group, though. That's really nice that that they come. Like for the most part, you've had folks stay with you the entire time, or for a lot of the time, and it's to a point. I imagine, like if one of them were to go on vacation for like a couple weeks, you'd be like, "Oh, where'd that guy go? Where'd Gansett guy go?" Yeah.
I miss them. I miss them when they're not around.
Yeah. That's cool.
Everybody brings something unique and special to the crew.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
And whether it's their sense of humor, or how sweet they are, or how they welcome other new members, or how they always have my back when a troll comes in, or whatever it is.
Yeah.
It's super. It's great.
That is great. Hey, thank you for the host, Toilet After Dark. I did appreciate your comment where you said that everything in your house is painted brown. So that's what it says. Says it all, you said, which is funny. All right, I know we're both getting pretty hungry, so let's get right to our favorite moment here on the program, and it is probably what I'm most well known for at this point. So everybody, folks, it is that time again, everyone who's here, folks who are new and folks who are returning. Let's bring on the sandwich of the week. It's normally with a piano, but I used the wrong patch. But I hope I
like that.
Oh, thank you very much. Let's get to it. All right, so Mandy Prater, let us see what you have this week for your sandwich.
Okay, so this is a Italian meat sandwich. Just got the ingredients today from the store. It's got Italian capicola and salami, and it's got fresh basil, red onions, and banana peppers, and some Kalamata olives on it on Italian bread.
That sounds...
And some seasoned fries on the side.
Did you make that from scratch? Did you all make that from scratch, the seasoned fries?
Yeah.
Wow.
Not the seasoned fries. Those came from... They're like frozen from...
Oh, okay. But
sorry to disappoint. Not that we wouldn't make our own, but we didn't today.
Oh, I got you. Okay, so you can, but not. But I mean, it would take a lot. Like you'd have to do.
Seasoned fries are a little hard. You just you got to get the flavoring right. Then you get a perfect light batter on there, and it makes them even better. Roll it around in some like baking powder and lightly dust it with flour, and it's a whole thing.
It is. You're right. That is a whole thing. Like it's actually a lot harder than it seems, right? In the surface.
Is.
Yeah. But now, is that sourdough bread you're using for that sandwich?
This is not. I don't think it's sourdough. I think it's just an Italian white bread.
Okay.
I just went for a traditional Italian. Oh, and also of course there should be some provolone on here as well.
Oh, that's nice. That's nice. Yeah, no, I think keeping the canon is good there. I think it would have worked with sourdough, but I wasn't sure. It looks really good though.
Yeah, I do love sourdough as well. So
look at that sandwich. That is a great sandwich. All right.
Nicely toasted.
Yeah.
I have to give Anthony some props for that.
Nicely done, Anthony. Props to you for sure. What setting do you use for the toaster for that bread? Like, is it like medium, like toward the end? Like...
This was most likely done on a skillet on the stove.
Oh wow, that's even better. Way better. That looks really good. So that looks awesome, Mandy.
Thank you.
All right, let me show you what I've got.
What do you got?
What do I got? Cosmic Jammies, hello, welcome to the chat. And Toilet After Dark, Oregon's good. It's like an old-time hockey game. Yeah, I love that, too. I think that's a great sound.
Yes, exactly.
Igneous Orange, welcome into the chat. It's so good to see you. And my sandwich today, a chopped brisket sandwich from Baby Blues Barbecue here in the LA area. There's a good close-up of it. I put some sauce on there. Now, Mandy, I would never attempt to say this is going to compete with what you all have going in Austin, but... I think this looks pretty good.
That does look good. That bun looks good too.
Yeah.
It's nice and buttery.
Oh yeah.
And yeah, it's funny that, I'm in Texas, but you're the one with the brisket sandwich today. That looks amazing. Is there like coleslaw on there?
There is. I'll open this up just so you can see it. I'll love it with the coleslaw. It's a nice ad. I'm a big fan of that. So I'm going to go with it. Some kettle chips, which I got myself. These are not from the restaurant. And a pickle, which came with the sandwich. So let's go with it. All right, folks. Time to try this out. But yeah, no, it's I mean, there's some good brisket. I think Blitzos is probably the best in LA. They're over closer to Hollywood. Baby Blues is good too, though. And we do have great Italian sandwiches as well, like around here. But yours looks terrific. And
yeah,
I like it. Breddington Frosting Sauce. Oh, did we give Breddington a shout out? Breddington hosts a food podcast called the PGC Podcast. Really good. Yo, you're going to eat the pickle? Yeah. I love me a pickle too. See, Uncle Al says I'll take one without the coleslaw. No, I hear that. Like, it's not... Uncle Al! Thank you for the gift sub. That's great. Yeah.
Nice.
Pump it up. We haven't had any redeems yet. That's interesting. But thank you, Uncle Al. 2 pro level sandwiches going on here. Well, thank you for that, Phil. Yeah, I think the bread is the bun is a strong component here. I think it's brioche. I don't really know. Can you tell from what you saw in the visual?
It looks kind of brioche-y to me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think that's probably right. So we'll go with that. So while we enjoy these, I'll share a quick story. Oh, the hype train is closed. Oh, this is good. Because if we make the hype train today or tonight, I got a treat for you, Mandy, because I read in your bio that you are a music trivia fan. We're going to put your music trivia to the test. So if we get that, so we have 4 minutes. Can we do it, folks? Can we do it? You know, let me see if I can help. Wait, I'm cheering my own channel. That'd be kind of weird.
Can you even do that?
I don't even know if I can do that. It doesn't matter because Toilet After Dark has started the hype train. I love it. Ooh. Thank you, Toilet. Thank you, Toilet or Toilette or how. I'm sorry if I didn't pronounce it correctly, but woohoo! Hype train. Let's do it. Oh, I love that. I love that. That's really cool. Yeah, I know that hype train whistles. That's a nice touch. I know you use it for your hype train, right? That's really great. That's clever, actually. It's quite clever. So let's do this. Okay.
Thank you.
Oh, you're very welcome. So here we go, and I'm going to start the music. Each of these questions you get correct will equal one more dono dollar to your channel, and so I will tabulate them and we'll see how it goes. Good luck. Here we go. Let's see. Okay, so let's start with this question. very basic question to start us off. Okay. So, Mandy, what are two commonly used clefs in sheet music?
Treble clef and bass clef.
You got it. That's right. So we're off to a good start. All right. So, question 2. What is the best-selling music album to date?
Ooh. Is it Thriller?
It is. Great guess.
Okay, I was gonna say it was either that or Eagles' Greatest Hits Volume 2, but I couldn't remember for sure.
That would not have been a bad guess. That was a monster hit too. All right, question 3. Yeah. Which movie is often synchronized to the Pink Floyd album Dark Side of the Moon? Oh my goodness, thank you for the 1,000 bits, Igneous Orange. Holy cow.
Oh wow, nice.
Wow.
I have actually done this.
Yes.
I've actually seen it done. It is Wizard of Oz.
You got it. Wizard of Oz.
Super fun. Yeah.
Oh my, 3 for 3. Excellent work so far, Mandy. Okay, here we go. Question 4. I feel like you'll get this one. Okay, question 4. Who is the greatest selling country artist of all time?
Oh no. I don't know whether to go old or new, so I'm gonna say Garth Brooks.
You got it!
Okay.
That is correct. So you are 4 for 4.
Ooh.
Question 5. Which South Korean boy band is currently in the middle of an enormous world tour? I see a smile on your face. Maybe you have it.
Gosh, I don't even know. I'm trying to think of one of their names. What's this guy's name?
I will let you go to chat for if you need some help for this one.
Phone a friend. Okay. Oh, now Toilette says BTS.
It is BTS.
Thank you, Toilette.
So
Good
assist
job,
to
friend.
Toilette. All right.
Yes.
So we are 5 for 5. Let's go for question 6. Now this time I would like to, let's see if you can get this one without the chat. What is the term for 60s British rock success in the U.S.?
Is that what they call British invasion?
It is. You got it right again.
Woo!
What a run you're on. This is incredible. You got 6 questions right in a row. All right, question 7. Which member of the Beatles was known as the Quiet Beatle?
Oh, so the Beatle who previously was my favorite, George.
George Harrison is it. 7 for 7 so far, folks. All right, let's see how far we can get. Question 8. What is the most well-known bluegrass group, at least from my point of view, of the 90s? But I think they were. I really do.
Oh, wait. Bluegrass of when?
Of the 90s, of the 1990s.
Oh, no. Bluegrass. I think you may have stumped me on this one. Let me think.
Ooh. Okay. Well, take your time. We could always go back to it, too.
Yeah, can I pass?
Yeah, let's go ahead and pass that for now. Okay, so we'll continue.
Okay.
Question 9. Okay. What is the name of the film that depicts the rap group NWA? The biography film.
The film. Oh. Oh no, is it Straight Outta Compton?
It sure is! You got that one right too.
Oh, no.
Nicely done. Wow. What a run you're on. Okay, question 10. Which famous 2000s rap...
Bill Goodell. Bill
with a 1,000 bits! And by the way, good to see you in chat too, Bill. Nice to see you tonight. Welcome back in. Pinball, welcome back in. I think I saw Bean Dealer's back. Bean Dealer! It has been a minute. Good to see you. Oh, I love it. Okay, I'll read the comments in just a bit. Let's continue with... because we need to finish...
Oh, yeah, sorry.
Let's see how much we have. Okay, question 10. Which famous 2000s rapper is also a U.S. money value?
Oh, 50 Cent.
It's 50 Cent, yes! You are nailing this. Okay, question 11. Which famous New York song is performed by Jay-Z and Alicia Keys?
New York song. What's that called? Is it just called New York?
No. First wrong
know.
answer. The answer was Empire State of Mind. Empire State of Mind.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's a good song.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
I forgot about that.
Yeah. All right, question 12. Which rock subgenre features acts like Panic at the Disco, My Chemical Romance, Fall Out Boy, and Paramore? Thank you for the subscription, Bill.
Oh, do they just, is that just what the kids call emo?
It sure is. You got it right. Nice. Wow. That's an excellent guess. All right, so question 13. Now, this is an easy one. What major thoroughfare in New York is known for musical theater?
Broadway.
Yes, you got it right again. Yeah, that was a pretty easy one. Question 14. This is going to be tough. Even the chat might not have this one. What is currently the most streamed song on Spotify? Without looking it up.
Oh, I know this because I was looking at Spotify charts. It is Adele's new song.
Wait, is it? Oh, no. I might have to give that one to you.
Well, do you mean currently or ever?
Ever.
Because currently her song is like #1 on everything.
Oh, okay. No, that's a little different. No. Just all time. Like, since Spotify has been around, like, what's been streamed the most?
I don't know.
Okay, no problem. I'm not going to give you the buzz because technically you might be right as far as like.
Reddington says Mariah Carey.
Not. It is this week, I think. I would say that, Reddington. It's good to see. Gangnam Style. No. Someone in the chat has it.
Really?
Yeah. It's in the chat. Uncle Al says, "Hey, thank you for the subscription. Mandy Prater, I've heard of her. Hi, thank you so much for... Oh, man. That's really nice of you to subscribe to this channel. I appreciate it so much. 2-month subscription. Love it. Wow. I am honored. Mon says, I just listened to it. Okay, well, let's go to the next question. And the last question. Question 15. Which artist released the blockbuster songs Just Dance and Bad Romance?
Oh, Lady Gaga.
Yeah, that's right. Lady Gaga. Ooh. So let's review. Let's go back to that question about bluegrass. If you could give me a guess, what would you say is the most well-known bluegrass group of the 90s?
I can't think of it. I didn't know anything in the 90s about bluegrass.
Mm-hmm.
I think of like, when I think of bluegrass, I think of like,
or 2000s, I guess you could say 2002.
Like Marty Robbins.
Marty
Robbins, Marty Stewart.
Okay.
But that's probably not right either.
No. But it is a decent guess. So I'll buzz you, but the answer for me at least was Alison Krauss and Union Station.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And they have some crossover appeal too, so that's why I thought that was I figured that from my point of view, I felt like that was the answer. So anyway, Mandy, you got 12 questions correct.
Did I? 12
questions. That's an impressive run. And thank you to the chat for starting the hype train. I'll give out thanks to everybody who donated, because thank you for your generosity. I mean that. That's really, really good. Rachel Davina says Hootie and the Blowfish. That's 120%, right? No, well, I mean, 12 out of 15 is not 120%, but it's a very high percentage. It's really, really good. And for that, we would like to give you a $12 donation to the Mandy Prater channel.
Oh, thank you so much.
Absolutely. I'll jump on that when I can after the stream. I'll pop over and do it. But thank you so much for your participation in that. Thank you for the claps, everyone. Thank you for all your and the nyaz in the chat. I listen to Spotify way too much. Yeah, Maud, you had it right. The answer to question 14 was The Shape of You by Ed Sheeran. So the Spotify question. How about that? Yeah.
I believe it.
I believe it too, because that was on everywhere when it came out. So I'll keep that up, and we'll remember that. Let's give out some thank yous, everyone. To everyone who jumped in on this hype train, including yourself, Mandy. Thank you for the resub. Really nice of you to do that.
Of course.
Oh, that's wonderful. So when we started the hype train, Matt Sar with 100 bits. Thank you so much. Twilight After Dark with 100 bits just before to start the hype train. Igneous Orange with 1,000 bits, and then earlier we mentioned Bill with also 1,000 bits, and with another 1,000 bits, Bill, and a resub. Bill, you're way too kind. That's so nice of you to do all that. And the hype train was complete. We made it to level 2, 2,200 bits, and the resub by our friend Mandy Prater as well. All I gotta say to that, all that everybody is, pump it up. So thank you for the redeem, Christy. That's one of our.
What?
Pump it up. That's one of our. Oh, we got another one from. Okay, so. Thank you again, everyone who was privy to the hype train. Really cool to see you all here. And my sister has initiated another redeem, which is called. Let's see. What would you do for a Klondike bar? Okay, so if you remember those commercials when they were out, they would always ask, like, what would you do for a Klondike bar? Chat, I would like to ask you all, what would you do? What kind of crazy things would you do for the sake of getting a Klondike bar? Granted, it's December 14th. It doesn't seem like it's something that we really be in the mood for, with it being cold for a lot of us. But let us know. And Mandy, I would ask the same of yourself. What would you do for a Klondike bar?
I didn't know that they have all these different flavors of Klondike bars now.
Yep.
Which to me makes it a lot more desirable, because I'm not like a big fan of just like chocolate coated plain ice cream. Not that it's not good, but let's put some other flavors in there. I need more flavors.
Love it.
That's what I'm saying.
Yep.
What would I do though?
What's your favorite? Well, what if it was your favorite ice cream flavor? What is that? Like, what's your favorite ice cream flavor?
Traditionally, I've said mint chocolate chip, and I thought I was unique in that, but apparently that's like America's favorite ice cream flavor.
Really?
And then I
didn't know that either.
Unoriginal.
Yeah.
I felt so unoriginal at that point. So
that's so wild. Let's see. Bean says, "Can my Klondike bar be a Choco Taco?"
I like those frozen Snickers bars. Those are good. So if they have a Klondike that's like tastes like that would be good.
Ooh, yeah. Right. Let me just adjust a couple of more things here.
Oh, John Boy's here. Hey, John Boy.
John Boy, welcome into the chat. How's it going today? How's it going tonight? Uncle Al says vanilla, Choco Taco. I would paint John Boy a Garfield 4 more times. That sounds like fun. Uncle Al says I'd snowblow every driveway in the neighborhood in a blizzard. And let's see. Toilet After Dark says I would replace Gansett Guy's stash with parsley. These guys are getting these folks are getting after each other, Mandy. This is quite a party we're having over here. Okay, John Boy, we got Phil in the house. Yeah, let's see. Mon says go to Yatsk, Siberia, Russia, and sit outside for 5 minutes. That little tidbit that the city is built on permafrost.
Ooh.
And can go to negative 64 degrees Celsius. What in the world? I couldn't do that for a second. That's crazy. Yeah, that's quite a lot. Do you have a Wawa, buddy, Breddington? That's cool. So, John, are you from Philadelphia? Good stuff. Yikes. So, yeah. But anyway, thank you for your responses, everyone. I think we'll just wrap that up. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Sometimes the inspiration to do something heinous isn't always there for a Klondike bar, but if it ever strikes you, Mandy, let us know. So, for that chocolate-coated ice cream, big and thick, no room for a stick. What would you do for a Klondike bar? There we go. Thank you for everybody. Thank you for the redeem, Christy. Appreciate you for that. And let us know if the sound levels are off or too loud. And I have been getting some comments about that, but happy to adjust them to make those even out. So, whew.
I just turned my mic down while I was eating because I don't like to ASMR chew into people's ears. Unless somebody is into that, then, you know.
Very well said. Very good point, Mandy. I appreciate it for the. Yeah, that's probably you're looking out for us. That's good. Hey, Mandy hates chewing sounds. Someone redeemed the bleep. No, not tonight. Man, you saw some of that last week, right? Oh my God. So
what? Oh, wait, I missed it. What got redeemed?
They're talking. Oh, Mond. All right. So the Bean Boozled Bean, which I...
Oh, the Bean Boozled. Oh my gosh, they were torturing you with that the other day.
Yeah, they sure were. Well, let's do it. Maybe it'll be good luck tonight. We'll see. And this time I only have to do one, so that's the nice thing about it. It's only 666. Yeah, I need to make that more. I need to make that more points. I don't think it's enough points. All right, let's go. Let's see what we got tonight. Boy, we have... I'm going to go with this one, the orange one. Here we go. And those of you from Uncle Al and I think Bean Dealer in particular would find this segment very, very enjoyable. This is either peach or barf. Let's go to this whole world.
Ooh.
Ah, again. Yuck. Ah. No.
Oh.
This has not been my month. Yeah, these beans are stinky.
Man, that could have fooled me. It looked like peach to me.
Pinball says Davey hates peach. I do not hate peach. Bean says Danny would be proud. Danny would very much be proud. Let me give him a shout out too. Hope Danny's doing all right. I know he had a big weekend over at Bobby McKee's, but hope he's doing well. But thanks everybody. Thank you for the redeem. Who was that with the redeem? Was that you, Mond? Yeah, it was you, Mond. Okay. Mandy, I got one more redeem, but we'll put that off for a few more minutes. I do want to get back to our conversation, and I think... Oh, shoot, we only have 5 minutes till the end? Okay, never mind. Okay, let's just do this quickly, then. How much more of your sandwich do you have to go?
I've got about 3 bites. How about you?
I've got more than 3 bites, but I can take my time.
You didn't eat very much. You've been eating.
I've been busy with... Yeah, that's all right. It's all right.
Running a stream.
So I'll give you a chance to finish that, and then while we do that, I'll play the Twitch National Anthem, which I wrote as a tribute to Twitch. Let's see what I got.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, thank you. Okay, here we go. So, Toilette. We got that hockey organ coming back because we're going to play the anthem with it. Here we go. Can you see the dawn is rising? Cheer the hosts with bits. There's a show for you to follow. Bless almighty Twitch. Bless the hosts and may we see them hit their goals. And bless the fans. This is their home. May the mods protect the chat room. They're our friends. Twitch, you are the land we love until the end. Woo! Thank you. Thank you, Mandy. Appreciate you. Thanks, everybody. Bean says, don't tell Toss I stole his water tanker. Uh-oh. What happened there, Bean? But, yeah, thank you, Mandy. I appreciate you. I appreciate the cheers and claps. And, I like that Twitch emote. That's a global, right? Good idea. That's a good idea.
Oh.
Yeah. Pinball says, dare I say, that was the best rendition yet, Davey. You know what? Pinball, thank you for that. I appreciate you very much for that. I agree with you. I thought that was pretty good. So I'm not a as I mentioned I think I mentioned to you in our DMs, like I'm not a musician. I just started learning how to do this just to have fun with like these redeems. So
That's awesome.
Yeah, thank you. Being says I needed to fill my greenhouse water tanks. But that's really great. That taste of that bean is still in my mouth though. That's the only shame.
You need to wash it down with some sandwich.
Oh no. Good, yeah.
Oh, the pickle too. That'll get it out of there.
So the one thing I wanted to talk about before went to stream is the way I remember meeting you for the first time, and it was on the Twitch Vision songwriting contest with a song called "Out in the Outside," and it did very well. It was like, wow, that's a pretty cool song. I remember that very well. Like, and this is like back in May. Then it gets released to Spotify, and then it hits the like local internet radio, and now it's a thing. But I guess my question is, when you were going through that songwriting contest, I mean, it was such a big event. I remember how huge it was. There was just thousands of people, it felt like, in the chat. Were you nervous going through that? Like, what was it like going through that contest, like submitting the song? You know, I'm sure you already had it, but like, what was it like going through that process of a contest like that?
Well, it was really interesting because I almost didn't do the contest.
Whoa.
Because I checked the message that the invitation got sent, it went into my junk mail.
Whoa.
And I found it like the day of the deadline and just barely got in there to be even considered. So yeah, the fairy, the girl that ran the contest, she had emailed me and asked me if I was interested. And so I was like, wrote back and I was like, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. I just saw this. I will make you a video today and send it to you. And so then I got notified that I made the finals out of there were 90 or 100 people that submitted songs, and they chose about a little under 30 to be in the actual live show. So yeah, you know what was interesting, I didn't have very high expectations of doing very well in the contest because there were some very big streamers in the contest with huge followings.
Right.
5, 10, 20 times bigger than my channel. At the time, my channel had, I think, around 2,300 followers. And, but they were Mandylorian strong. They showed up and they voted and they cheered, even though I was one of the last people to go, and everyone was tired of this contest because the stream had been going for 5 hours.
Right.
They were ready to be done. Everybody just wanted to vote and get it done. And another curveball that happened was, after entering the contest, I found out that strike that, reverse it. I had committed to doing the Saving Music Live charity-thon on that day.
Oh, wow.
And then I found out that this contest was being aired the same day, that I had already signed up for this time slot, which happened to be my actual slot was right at the end of the show, which was basically from right before I started performing, right before they played my song, through the voting and to the end. So I didn't even get to watch my song be presented on the contest because I was in another channel doing a charity stream. So the Mandylorians came to the charity stream, they supported me and watched me in the charity stream, and they were keeping an eye on the contest. They ran back over there to vote.
Whoa.
And then when they were done voting, they came back over to my charity stream, and then we found out when the results were given, we found out what that was. And I was just very proud and very touched at everybody coming participating in both of those events that night with me, and was very proud that we were the smallest channel that made it to the top 10.
Really?
And to me, that's just a testament to the, you know, how supportive, you know, my community is. And so that almost meant more to me in a way than winning. I mean, winning would have been awesome, of course, but it just meant a lot to me that we, you know, had such strong support among our own people, and also that apparently other people's channels and other musicians and other random fans liked the song enough to vote for it too. So, because it was kind of like a ranked voting thing, and
right.
you could vote for like, I don't know, 6 or 7 different people and give them different levels of points.
Mm-hmm.
So, but yeah, I was super happy to even be invited to participate. Honestly, I didn't know anybody knew who I was at that point. So,
well, I think that's the greatest thing about that contest is it introduced us to people that we hadn't heard before. You're definitely one of them. I think Josh Turk was another one, because this was a while ago. Like this was like early May.
Yeah, it was like May. Yeah, so like over 6 months ago now. And yeah, like I got quite a few followers that day. Mm-hmm. I got a lot of new raids that next couple weeks.
Really?
And it did help me build my channel like off of that one day, you know. That and the charity stream I also did that day. Of course, it was kind of a bad turnout at the charity stream, less than I was expecting, because everybody was over at the Twitch Vision contest. But then they came over after the Twitch Vision contest was over. So, yeah, it was funny, though, that it was just like, of all days, this had to all happen at the same time.
And it was a crazy day. I'll never forget that day. That show was long, though. I don't think they should have worked on how to make that shorter, because that was just, I don't know why it was so long. They should have they could have done multiple rounds.
Right. On different days, and then narrowed it down, you know, to the final day. Or they could have just maybe picked a few less finalists, maybe 16 or 20 instead of 30. Then it would have been a little more manageable in time.
Yeah.
But I did feel, regardless of how long it was, that they did a good job just running it. From a technical standpoint, everything ran pretty smoothly, it seemed like.
Yeah, well said. And Katha, to your point, I mean, I can't really speak to that too much. Like, I mean, everybody's got their style of doing shows. Like, I know that I remember even the week of the show, like, he wasn't a huge fan of the presentation, but you know, it's I mean, ultimately the goal of showcasing the talent that we have on Twitch was achieved. So I mean, it's a fair point, though. I'm not disagreeing necessarily, but it was a big event, and I think there are things that can be improved to make it better, and it'll be interesting to see how it goes next year. Who will host it? Will it be Fairy again? Will it be someone else?
Right. Or, you know, who is it? Rochelle and Leon Bratt.
Oh, Raquel. They did great with that.
Raquel.
Yeah, Raquel.
Yeah, they've been doing a kind of a open mic kind of thing, or they did a few episodes of that. Maybe they'll host it, or maybe somebody else completely.
That would be those would be great picks. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I have the shout outs down. Oh, that's another, by the way, Leon Bratt is someone else I know specifically. I met him through that, because that was pretty amazing. Harry Mack too, because there's a collaboration between he and Harry Mack, so I met both of them.
Yeah, that was a cool one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This comment from Uncle Al: I hope you get picked for open mic, Mandy. I do too.
Thanks, Uncle Al.
Uncle Al, do you mean to host or to be a performer on it? Because to host, that would be fun too. Either way, I think it'd be awesome.
Oh, I think he was talking about Raquel's next open mic, because she hosts them like once a month.
Oh, sure, absolutely, absolutely.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Yeah, I mean, and I think that's where I met her, in open mic, Like I was on an open mic, and she and Leon did a great job like hosting that. So last thing I'll ask before we get to random questions, we really had a lot of content tonight, but the journey to Twitch partner, I just felt like it was only a matter of time personally, because every time I was on your channel, there were like about 100 people in the chat. I was like, how did you not partner yet? That was always my takeaway, but it happened.
Well, you know, I applied once and got rejected, but I think it was, you know, I don't know, maybe who knows why. So I just decided I wasn't going to apply again until, even though you're supposed to have a 75 viewer average, I wasn't going to apply again until I had 100. And that's what I did. And so I waited. And when I hit that 100 viewer average, I applied and waited about 2 weeks to hear back. But, you know, it's great being partner. I'm really happy that I was accepted. One of the best things about it is the ability to adjust for your viewers to adjust their resolution. And I know it always made me sad when somebody would come into the stream and, you know, couldn't view it because they were, you know, camping or driving or something and they didn't have enough bandwidth. And they'd be like, I gotta go. And I was like, oh no. So that's the thing I'm most excited about for being partner, honestly, is just making it easier for the viewers to view.
Oh, I gotcha. I mean, that's nice that you think, you know, you're thinking of your fans that way.
But, you know, like you said, I was just thinking, well, if it's going to happen, it'll happen. And if they want to accept me as partner, they will. And if not, I'm going to just keep on doing what I do. And I'm here for my fans and my community and my fellow Twitch streamers, you know, supporting each other. And, but I'm happy to have met that goal, because it definitely was a goal, and we were working towards, you know, the whole community was helping work towards the goal by, you know, hosting the stream, helping get more new viewers to come in, and they're, you know, all the things that you do to try to grow your community. So I credit the whole community with that as well.
That's and I think it's great that your community pulls through for you in a big moment like that. And Toilet After Dark, thank you for the follow. That's so nice of you to do that. I'm glad that you've joined us among the Sam fam, and we hope to see you back. I love that you're here. And with that, we segue into a chance for all of you to ask questions of Mandy Prater. I actually have one. I just have one. I'm gonna write one myself. Actually, that's very interesting. It's a very silly question, but I'm gonna start it up. Let me open the queue, and now we'll begin, Mandy.
Ooh.
What we call America's favorite moment in Twitch broadcasting.
The dance. It's time for random questions. Good stuff. Ask us anything.
Okay, hopefully that wasn't too loud or too quiet, but
it was perfect.
All right, great. Thanks, everybody. Let's start the random questions. And to do it, we would like for you to write exclamation point question in the chat with the question. So exclamation point question followed by the question itself in the chat. And we'll take your questions in order throughout the remainder of the show. Let's do it. All right, so who do we have first? Let's see. Matt Sarr. Hello, Matt. This question, and Matt asks, Mandy, have you decided on which song you want to record next?
Oh, that is a tough question. So actually, I haven't told you guys this, but I'm planning to go do some recording on this Thursday. I usually don't like to pre-announce these things because you never know how something's going to turn out. And if you tried to record a song and it just didn't come out how you wanted, you don't want to disappoint people because they're expecting, expecting to hear that product, you know. So although I'm kind of reticent to say, I'm going to be recording a cover. And I know you guys have been pushing me to do a whole covers album. And I'm hoping that can happen eventually. But Matt, you got it right. That is the next song I'm going to record. And I'm hoping to have it out on Spotify by February.
Breaking news, folks. That's big.
If all goes as planned.
Okay.
Hopefully in advance of Valentine's Day.
So could it be, so in advance event, does that mean it could be related to Valentine's Day?
Well, Matt wrote, he wrote Someone You Loved, and that is the song, and it is a very sad love song.
Gotcha.
So I figured that would be a good tie-in if we released it a little before Valentine's Day, maybe.
Okay.
Now, I haven't quite decided if that's going to be will I send it to radio stations or will I just put it up on Spotify and have it available for downloads. So we'll see. But yeah, that was a good question, Matt.
Yeah, very good question, Matt. And thank you for sharing that with us. Wow, we got some juicy details or juicy news in the middle of the sandwich show tonight. Super cool. All right, let's see what we have next. This from Twilight After Dark. Mandy, what's your favorite channel emote?
Is he asking that because he's putting me on the spot because he made about 5 or 6 of my emotes that I have on my channel.
Cool.
So let's see. What is my favorite channel emote though? I'm looking at the ones that I've got here. You know, I can't pick one. They're all so fun. Though I do have to say, and I made this emote. I think it's fun. I made an emote of my light up shoes that I use for my looping pedal.
Ooh.
And the emote changes colors.
Wait, let me see
an animated emote.
Let me see if I can put that up on the chat. Hold on a sec. I want to see this. Oh, shoot. Whoops.
I just think it's kind of funny. But
Right.
I do have to say that Toilette, I do love the lava lamp that Matt posted. And Toilette made us some really beautiful hearts and a mod love that I really like too. The mod love is really cool.
Oh, that looks nice. I'm seeing it in the chat now. Yeah.
Yeah, here's the mod love.
Okay. Oh,
and that
wow.
one's
With the
cool.
little heart-shaped.
Yeah, it's like a tattoo.
That's cool.
And then he also made this heart, and then I took it and made it animated with color change. That one's pretty fun. You know, we don't really have, our emotes in my channel are not super like, they don't all match or anything, but they all have like a meaning to the channel. So, and then the kitty, I really like the kitty too. I was proud of that kitty because I made that in Photoshop. I cut out the head myself and put it on a transparent background. I'm learning how to do Photoshop and stuff. So yeah, I think we have some really cool emotes. Also, our friend Resculer made some really cool animated emotes. He made the animated Grogu and the animated Hype Train.
I'm just showing them on the screen for folks who are watching this later on YouTube, because eventually this will be on YouTube too. So these are all the remotes.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, just so that, because you can't.
Oh,
yeah.
Nice.
The purpose of that is just so that folks who want to see those emotes.
Oh, look.
Yeah. Pretty cool, right?
They're flying around. Yeah.
I'll do that again. You can do a bunch of
That's
them.
something that's really fun about Twitch is all these you can, your imagination is like the limit almost on some of the things you can do on Twitch.
Yeah.
And it's really cool to see the different ways that different streamers use the platform and innovate different kind of ideas and yeah, but emotes are fun.
Yeah, this is the biggest distinction I see with with the Twitch platform over YouTube or Facebook, because I just don't see that level of expression and creativity in the chat.
Yeah.
So
I feel like I've heard that YouTube is actually trying to roll out some more emotes and give some of their higher level streamers and accounts, like maybe some Twitch type usability type things, but I'm not sure how that's gonna work out.
it might be too late for it at this point. That's what's. I'm wondering. I mean, it's good that they're doing it, but it's actually two things, Mandy. It's like one. I mean, I think they should do it, but it's like it's a little too late. But two, with YouTube, it tends to be more of a you watch it after it's done type medium. I think.
Yeah,
right?
I think they're trying. I think they have plans. They have designs on cutting into the Twitch, the live streaming market share. I don't know if they'll be successful, but I was reading something where in 2022 they were going to roll out some new functions.
I see.
And it seemed like they were targeted towards being more live, which I found interesting.
That is interesting. It's like they caught on to what's been going on over here, right? Interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting. Yeah. All right. We'll see how it goes for them. All right. This question for me. This is the silliest question you will hear all night. Are you related to NFL place kicker Matt Prater?
Oh, I've been asked that a few times, and the answer is not that I know of.
Okay. Right on. I imagine
Yeah.
you could. Yeah, I figured you would have been asked at least a couple times about that.
Yeah. What team is he with?
Arizona. The Arizona Cardinals.
Arizona.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, not that I know of.
Okay.
There's also on the Texas music charts that I've been on, there's also a guy named Luke Prater.
Ooh.
That's been on the chart, and I thought that was funny, but I don't know him either. So
Okay.
maybe we should all meet. We need to have like a Prater-thon or something.
A Prater-thon. A Prater-con. Yes.
Prater-con.
That sounds good.
Prater-con.
Oh, Uncle, I love that. You were going to ask her too? That's cool. That's really cool.
Well, the band Sam and Dave that did Soul Man?
Yeah, absolutely.
That Dave, his name is Dave Prater.
Wow. How about that?
Yeah.
So.
And I don't think we're related either, but
I don't
it's
either.
kind of cool.
It is kind of cool, though. That is nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's rad. Okay, so let's see. Uncle Al asks, Mandy, who's your favorite Mandylorian and why? Well, we kind of talked about that earlier, but let's see what you got.
My favorite Mandylorian. That'd be like picking your favorite child.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to refuse to answer that question.
That's within your right. I completely respect that. Lavender Pie 3. It's me. Hello, Lavender Pie. Welcome to the Sandwich Show. Nice to meet you.
Oh, cool. Hi, Lavender Pie.
She's picking me. That's totally who it is. It's Lavender Pie. I love it. Let's see.
But
Matt.
like I said earlier, all of our community members, every Mandylorian that hangs out, they all bring something really special to the community in their own way. And it's not the same when any one of them isn't around. It's like everybody is like one of the 23 flavors of Dr. Pepper. You need them all for it to taste right.
Apropos, I got a Diet Dr. Pepper tonight. I felt like it was
nice.
I want to get as Texas as I could with the stream tonight. Do you have one too? That looks great. Let's see. Mike Ross. Hey, Mike. Nice to meet you. Like wearing that color shirt with your skin. I'm not really sure. Interesting. Okay. Uncle Al says that was a trick question. It sure was. It really was. Keep the questions coming, everybody. Keep the questions coming. We'd love to hear them. Exclamation point question followed by the question itself. If you have a question for Mandy tonight, caffeine is my drug with this question. When you're not streaming yourself, Mandy, who are your top 3 go-to streams to lurk in?
Oh, let me see. Well, I could probably remember how they. I think they give you your Twitch Wrapped, kind of like the Spotify Wrapped, and they tell you where you spent the most time.
Oh, I'd love to hear this.
I haven't gotten one for this year.
Oh, okay.
But the first channel I ever had a subscription to, and the first channel that I really started hanging out in, was Daniel Wayne's channel.
Okay, yeah.
And he's a music streamer. He sings and plays guitar, and he plays bass, and he does games sometimes. But he's become a good streamer friend of our channel, and we kind of support each other. And so I like hanging out in his channel. He has a very good community there, partly because he's streamed every day for like almost 4 years without taking a one day off.
What?
So,
that's crazy.
So that's a good channel to lurk in, because you know he's going to be on every day.
Yeah.
You know, yeah. So that's one channel I really like. Let's see, who else do I lurk in? Of course, Davey's channel, and the sandwich crew here is fantastic.
Thank you. You're kind to say that.
You know, I'm trying to think, because there are quite a few other streamers that I really enjoy, but I haven't had a lot of time lately to go lurk around. I really like Emily McVicker. She's very talented.
Oh, she's great. Good call.
I also really like Brookstone Bards are really fun.
But Brookstone Bards are great. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm giving them both a shout out.
And Kenny's Prog Rock Jukebox.
Yes. It seemed like you're
cool dude. And also Human Juke.
Oh yeah.
Those guys, I like the kind of music they play. They're nice guys, and they're all very talented, and so those are some of my favorites. And of course my IRL friend Dan with his Finger Pistol Band channel.
I've not heard of Dan and the Finger Pistol.
Yeah, Finger Pistol is a band that I play with live here in Austin.
Okay.
And the band has its own channel as well. And the leader of the band, Dan, he'll do his own streams sometimes as well.
That's neat. That's cool that they've made them jump to Twitch. And do you give them pointers on how it works and how the metrics are and the emotes and everything?
Well, he actually is the one that got me started on Twitch.
Oh, okay. Okay.
He helped me learn how to use OBS. He helped me learn how to make overlays on Stream Elements. Let me borrow an interface for about 6 months to stream with. I mean, so he really got me started more than I've helped him, but I've also helped him in other ways as things have progressed, and we both kind of learn different areas of. There's a lot to streaming on Twitch. There's a lot of technical stuff, and there's a lot of Twitch culture that I feel like you need to understand and be a part of. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's a learning process. Absolutely.
Yeah. So it's but yeah, I always try to support all those guys whenever I can.
I did not know that you stream, Bill. Bill Goldell is a streamer. You had 101.
Well, Bill.
And congratulations.
Oh, he does?
Yeah, I just found out right now.
Oh.
Like 100 followers, make it 101. I just followed you, Bill. That's terrific. Congratulations. Super cool.
Oh, am I following Bill? I should be.
Bill
is a very talented musician. He has a duo called Gates and Goodell, and they are fantastic.
Bill, you're my favorite Goodell, easily. That's sort of a backhanded joke about the NFL commissioner, but
oh, right.
Yeah, but you really are. Like, I really enjoy your support, and I have for a long time, and I'm really glad that you like us here on the Sandwich Show. So I'm gonna put you on my list too. So eventually we'll get you on here, and we'll talk about some music and such. Should be great. Caffeine says, "Yep."
Oh yeah, I would love to see that. That would be awesome.
Right? It would be a good spot. It'd be a good spot. So kudos to you for your streaming and your music, and I gotta check it out too. So I hope to be there at some point, Bill. So much love. Jedi's in the chat. Oh,
Oh,
it's
hey,
great. You're following-
Jedi.
Hey, hello, Jedi. Good to see you. I have seen you many times on Mandy's channel, so that's really great. Super cool. Yeah, we all got get over there and follow Bill. Like, let's get his. I mean, he's probably gonna make affiliate if he hasn't already. And if he's at 100, let's get him to 200. I think that'd be the way to do it. Yeah. Well, I'm glad you know him that well. I mean, that's cool that you feel that that's a big endorsement if you feel that much, if you feel similarly as far as his music acumen.
Yeah. Well, you can already check him out on Instagram. He and his partner post cover songs, and I think some of their originals too on there, on his Instagram page. So
quite sweet, Mandy.
Yeah.
Let's we got some questions. Let me get back to those.
Oh, good.
Okay. Rochelle Davina, what country would you most like to visit?
Well, England is definitely on my list.
Nice.
But you know, I've been to Italy before, and I would love to go back there again. Would also love to go to New Zealand
Ooh.
and maybe Australia, but they're so far away. It's such a long flight. But yeah, what about you, Davey?
No, I think I've heard some good things about Iceland, so that's probably one. That's not the first.
Oh.
Yeah, I've heard good things about Iceland. It's not one that most people think of. That would be one.
Gansett guy says take a boat.
Take a boat. make
Hi, Gansett guy.
Hey, he made it. Gansett guy made it in the chat, Mandy. Hi, Gansett guy.
My top mod is here.
That's great. And as you were saying,
Yes.
that's awesome. I'm glad that you could make it with us, Gansett guy. Get to know. We're glad to get to know you. Feel free to, if you have any questions about the show either, feel free to ask that here in the chat as well. But meanwhile, questions for Mandy, exclamation point question followed by the question itself. And I'm going to copy over Mon's question because it sounds like a good one. It's a mac and cheese question. Throw that in there.
Ooh.
Yeah. Okay. So Twilight After Dark asks, dream guitar, what is it?
Well, I already have my SG that I love, but I really want one of those Paul McCartney basses that look like a violin bass. I really want one of those, and I've been wanting to get a Telecaster.
Ooh.
I really like the ones like Bruce Springsteen has, where it's either a blonde wood or the butterscotch telly. Those are cool. I would love to get a telly. But yeah, the Hofner bass, like Bill said, or Epiphone also makes one that I've heard is actually maybe better than the low end Hofner bass. I've heard a couple people say that, but the Hofner basses that are like the vintage ones are thousands and thousands of dollars. So,
Wow.
but
Yeah.
they also have they have ones currently that are sort of a replica sort of the Paul McCartney basses, and those are more in the normal human price range. So yeah, I don't dream about guitars a lot, but like I do know what I like. Toilette says, well, tell Santa 'cause I'm broke.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah. Well, I mean, it's a great answer to the question, because if you're going to answer what is a dream guitar, you got to aim high. It's incredible that a guitar can cost that much, but, you know.
Yeah. I mean, you know, if you want to get some famous, you know, super old thing, you know, you could easily spend $10,000 or $20,000. But for me, for one, I'm kind of clumsy, and my things are likely to get scratched and dented. So I'm probably not the best person to buy a very, very fancy, expensive instrument and then just be devastated when I scratch it or chip it or something like that. So I use them as tools of the trade, though.
Yeah, I got you there. I mean, I dig that.
Yeah.
A couple of my friends are in of our friends are in the chat. Hyper UK, good to see you back in the chat. Nice to see you again. And my longtime pre-Twitch friend, Captain High Gamer, who is on Twitch and does gaming streams. It's great to see you. I appreciate your sentiments. Hello, my friend, just stopping by to say hi and hope you are kicking ass. Off to live up to the name and maybe eat some dinner. I'll be like, oh, nice. You're going to have a sandwich too? I love it, THG. Have a great night. Good to see you for a little bit. He's always good for those little quick hits. Like, that's really nice of him. We've had some stories. We go back a long ways. But those of you who missed it, this is my sandwich of the week. Not much of it left, but I had a brisket sandwich. And Mandy, your sandwich was great. It was and you finished yours too?
I polished that off. It was delicious.
Love it. Her sandwich was an Italian sandwich on Italian sliced bread with the banana peppers, right? Yeah, that looked really good.
Yes, banana peppers, Kalamata olives, and fresh basil. It was good.
Love it. Cap THG wine, Davey. Oh yeah, wine would be good tonight. I love the call. Very, very good call. Okay, we do have a lot of questions. Let's get to it. Okay, Matt Sarr, can you tell us about your shirt?
Oh, this is a it's a zodiac wheel. So it's just got all the 12 signs on it. They're sort of pictograms of their symbol, and then these are the astrological symbols that represent the different signs. And of course, you got the sun in the middle. So, as most of you guys know, I'm a Scorpio, but Gemini rising, which is a very odd combination.
Huh.
And yeah, so yes.
Cool shirt, Mandy. And Bill says Mandy has the coolest shirt collection.
Oh, well, thanks, Bill.
That's a nice comment, Bill. Thanks. Very nice of you to say. Uncle Al with a question. Mandy, are you going to will your PRS guitar to Bill Goodell?
Well, if I had a will, that would probably be a good idea, wouldn't it? I'm getting to that age now where I probably should think about that. Gansa guy says no, all caps.
Caps rule the world. All right. Oh, okay. So, next up, the question from Monchaff. And he asks, what's your favorite macaroni and cheese blend if you were to choose?
I would say the more cheeses, the better. I mean, I like cheddar for flavor, but it's not very creamy. Like when it melts, it's kind of oily and it gets kind of hard. So you need some softer cheeses in there too, to kind of balance that out. So yeah, I like, if you guys ever made like baked mac and cheese, like in the oven, you can mix like, get a cheese blend that's like Asiago and maybe some mozzarella even, Romano, Parmesan. But you know what I like to do? My favorite mac and cheese is like Alfredo.
Interesting.
Alfredo sauce, which the trick to Alfredo sauce is the butter and cream, but then you have Parmesan in there too. But to me, that's one of the best tasting cheese sauces. And I like to put a little minced garlic in mine as well.
That's an interesting thought. Minced garlic in it would be a really nice touch. I would never complain about garlic. I love garlic.
Yeah.
Yeah. Great call.
Oh, Gruyere. That's a good one for melting.
Man.
He's got, yeah.
I like that.
That's a good blend.
Gruyere, sharp cheddar, and Gouda. Yeah.
That sounds like a really good blend. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the correct answer, I think. That's probably the...
Man, you nailed it. Where are you with
Yeah.
breadcrumbs? Do you go with breadcrumbs or no?
Sure. Well, especially if you're baking it,
Mm-hmm.
I think that's a nice, if you're doing it more as like a bit of a casserole type format versus like stir it in the pot kind of format,
Mm-hmm.
like we're not talking about, shells, Velveeta shells and cheese. Which is good.
It is good, yeah,
But
no doubt.
we're talking about homemade from scratch.
Mm-hmm.
I think the breadcrumbs is not a bad idea.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, they do. I mean, yeah, I like it too. Well said. Let's continue. This is Mon's next question. He asks, if you had one day to play on a church pipe organ with me. If you had a day to play on a church pipe organ with MIDI, what song would you want to hear on it? That's hysterical.
Oh. Well, the first thing that comes to mind is a song that's actually on my song list,
Okay.
which is Your Time Is Gonna Come by Led Zeppelin.
Ooh, what a song.
The beginning of that
Yeah.
is like a pipe organ of some type intro.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what the MIDI aspect would do, though, for that.
Well, he's like, that's just a follow. That's just like a callback to my MIDI synthesizer here, which I've had since 1990. I haven't had it since 1996, but it's been in the family since 1996. So it's like a start.
Wow.
Yeah, it's a little starter keyboard that I've been working with.
Cool.
Yeah, I gotta look at the chord sheet for that. That would be interesting to try out sometime. But I think pipe organ is great. My favorite Led Zeppelin song that involves a little bit of a pipe organ. The end of side 1, Led Zeppelin 2. Thank You, I think is what it's called.
Yes. Oh, good one.
Yeah.
Good one.
Oh, thank you. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, it's so good. It's so good. It's just such a
That's beautiful.
really beautiful, isn't it? Yeah, it's just incredible.
Yeah.
And I mean, you can just hear Robert Plant just pour his heart out on the song. So
Oh, yeah.
amazing. And then like, the middle of it where they have the drums and then like the guitar going in, and it's great. So Mon says, I'd have to send you a video of Bohemian Rhapsody played through MIDI on a pipe organ. Do so, Mon. By the way, let me show you all, if you guys want to hang out with us and update us on what you all are eating or whatever else, you can go to our Discord page or Discord server called the Sandwich Server. And yeah, feel free to share that there, Mon. I'd love to see it. Thanks.
Yeah, I'd love to see that too. I'm going to join the Discord so I can see that.
Oh, thank you, Mandy. And y'all, don't
Yeah.
forget to also join Mandy's server, because Mandy's server is pretty cool too. Get the updates on
Oh,
what
thanks.
she's up to. Yeah, 100%. So let me re-shout you out just for that purpose so that y'all can go to her server. It was played in the Presbyterian
Oh.
Church in Chicago. Okay. Yeah.
That's cool. You gave me a very nice write-up on your Discord, a nice intro.
Oh,
here.
thanks,
That was
yeah.
very kind of you. Thank you.
I appreciate. No, 100%. Glad to do that. Yeah, I do that for every guest. Like I like to write up a couple paragraphs just to let people
That's
know.
awesome.
Yeah. So let's get to the queue. We got a good queue tonight. This is great. Ooh, John Boy with a really existential question, which is, do you have any songs on your list that you are tired of playing?
Oh, wow. Not that comes to mind, because probably if I did, I would probably take them off the list.
Uh-huh. Makes sense.
There are definitely some that have been played a ton. Like, I'm looking at my list. On the Outside has been played 139 times that we know of.
Mm-hmm.
That we've kept track of. on the song list. But and this is one reason that my song list is not huge. I mainly stick to songs that I really like doing, and songs that I feel like I can do justice to, because I want to respect the original artist who, you know, put their heart and soul into the song, you know. So if I don't particularly either connect with the song, or if I don't see myself, you know, bringing justice to it, then it's probably not going to end up on my list.
I think it's totally fair. I mean, if it did get to that point, you could just take it off. That's actually a good observation.
Yeah, and that's the thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's add to Kenny's Prog Rock Jukebox, our friend.
Oh,
good to see you, Kenny.
Here. Hey, Kenny.
Welcome in. This is Mandy, as you know, and feel free to ask a question of her tonight. Kenny, it was really nice of you to hang out with all of us last week when we had Tim Tam on. Your dad joke game is strong. I was on your channel lurking the next day. I was preparing for my trip to see family, and I always enjoy your streams. It's really fun. But I noticed you have a new camera, like that's kind of looking overhead at your piano. I thought that was pretty cool. Or either it's new or I just haven't seen it. Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Like a second camera angle. I was like, this is.
I think I saw that once. Yeah.
Yeah, but welcome in. Let's give him a shout out, y'all.
Kenny's fantastic. In fact, a question earlier, Kenny, I mentioned you because someone asked what are some of my favorite channels to hang out in, and I mentioned yours because I really do enjoy your songs, and your entertainment level is very high on that channel.
100%.
So.
Whether it's his channel or whether it's the Jukesters over on
both
Thursdays.
Of them.
Yeah, really good. Speaking of which, y'all who are, those of you joining us from the Mandylorian crew, Kenny's going to be on our show too. He will kick off January on the Sandwich Show. I cannot wait.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Can't wait to see what he's got for Sandwich and talk about all the music he knows and everything. It's going to be awesome. Ah, you bet, Kenny. Y'all the sweetest, he says. You're really nice to us too. I really appreciate your hanging out with us tonight. I was wondering if you were streaming today. I didn't actually know. Because I'll say this, since you're in the chat, I wanted to raid you tonight if you were. That was going to be in the plan if you were streaming tonight, because I thought it'd be really fun to hang out with you again.
Yeah, that would have been a good pick.
Now, how did you come to know Kenny's Prog Rock Jukebox? Because I think I've seen you both in the chat at the same time a couple times.
I don't remember. Mm-hmm. I don't know if it was in a recommended channel or if one of my people in my community suggested that we raid him once, or if he raided us, or I don't really remember how that, or if it was a shout out in another channel. I don't know how we met, but it's been quite a long time that we've known each other, and in Twitch years at this point.
And then one thing about his song list is it's enormous. It's over 3,000 songs long. So it's like the odds of him knowing something are good.
Kenny says, I think I rated you. Yeah, that's quite possible.
You know, that is quite possible.
He says, right. I'm sidelined for about a week. I wonder
I'm sorry, Kenny.
Having an injury or something.
Yeah.
Sorry to hear that, Kenny.
Yeah, I am too, Kenny. I'm sorry about that. Bummer. Hope you hang in there, though.
Yeah.
Turbo Swim's in the chat. Let's give Turbo Swimmy a shout out.
Turbo Swim.
Yeah, he's fun. He's good peeps. And he will be one of two contestants on our new trivia show. So we did some trivia earlier tonight, Mandy, but I'm gonna.
Oh, fun.
Yeah. So good luck to you as well, Swimmy. You'll be competing for a $25 prize, whether it's going to be, I think it's going to be 5 gift subs or $25 of Amazon credit. We'll decide which one it is.
Nice.
It's going well. Swims, I did finish the sandwich. I had a brisket sandwich on a brioche bun. Mandy's sandwich was amazing. Like, you had an Italian sandwich on sliced Italian bread with the banana peppers.
Classic.
Mwah. It's terrific. Absolutely.
It was pretty good.
I ain't angry. Thank you for the gift sub.
Oh.
3 months of gift sub to Turbo Swim. That is really nice of you to do that. That is super cool. Paying for the gift sub they got from an anonymous gifter to Turbo Swim. That is so cool.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Swims, if you got a question for us, and same for you, Kenny, exclamation point question followed by the question itself. We've got a lot of questions here, so let's get to them. Okay. Uncle Al. Can we possibly have a movie night? Maybe a Christmas-themed one, And Die Hard is not a Christmas movie. Ah.
Yes, I want to do that. I was going to talk to you guys about when we should do it. And I'm not sure how the logistics work, so that might determine which movie we can do. But did you guys know that there's a new Matrix movie coming out on December 22nd?
I did. Yep.
And that's going to be on HBO Max. So I don't know anything about how to make the movie thing happen, but I think that would be really fun, and I would love to do that for sometime around Christmas time.
Look at this poll that just came up. I love this. Is Die Hard a Christmas movie? I'm gonna say yeah, just because it took place around the same time. So yeah, it's close enough. I would count it. But Uncle Al says no, so his vote will be in there for sure. Hyper has a comment. I have an idea for you. You have to make the same sandwich as your guests. The problem with that is I don't know what the guest sandwich is. I guess we would have to plan it out in advance.
Coordinate, yeah.
We could do that. Like one of these, we could
have
always
a sandwich
do that.
off.
A sandwich
But what if somebody really wanted to make like a tuna melt and like Davey hated tuna or vice versa? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
it could happen. I mean, I think we could do that once in a while. Like that'd be fun. Like literally
it would be fun.
The same exact sandwich. Like even on the same bread. I don't know how deep we get into this, but it's not a bad.
Yeah.
I wouldn't want to do it every week, but I would. But there'd be some week where it might be fun just to compare. How did you make the sandwich versus how I made the sandwich? That would be really fun.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. How did they compare? Yeah. How did they stack up?
12 after dark. Davey just ate a bar flavored jelly bean, so I think he can eat the tuna melt.
Yeah, probably.
I love
some
the tuna
people are
melt.
really picky eaters, though.
Yeah,
you know,
very true.
maybe some guests might be picky eaters. You never know.
Oh, I love the second question from Kenny. Let me get that in there too. That is such a. Let's see, Davey. It's okay to time out the anti-Die Hard folks, right? You have the hammer on that one, Kath. I'll let you tab at it. That's a great question. Okay, let's keep on going with the queue. Wow, look at a queue. So Mond asks, what was your most difficult song you have ever played or you have ever covered or played? Most difficult song.
Ooh, probably I've been working I'm not currently, but pre-pandemic and somewhat during pandemic, I did a Journey tribute band.
Really? Wow.
And that was pretty challenging. Not easy to sing. Steve Perry is an amazing singer. So some of those songs were very hard. From a singing point of view, Journey and Guns N' Roses are pretty hard to sing. From a musical point of view, let me think about what have I learned that was tricky. You know, one of the songs that took me a while to learn that I really love playing now is Wicked Game by Chris Isaak. Like kind of trying to, and I do this with my looping pedal and stuff, but I tried to pick up some of the guitar leads that were in the song, and that was a little more on the challenging side for me. But yeah, it's kind of funny because something that, you know, there are songs that a couple years ago I would have never tried. Or would have never thought that I could pull off, but now I got a request for a live learn of Space Oddity a couple weeks ago.
David Bowie,
and
yeah.
I was always scared of that song because it had a bunch of chords in it, a bunch of different chords, and but you know, I finally learned it, and it wasn't as complicated as I thought. So
yeah.
But I always like challenging myself. One of the hardest things I ever did was I learned the keyboard solo to All of My Love by Led Zeppelin.
Oh, wow. That is a heavy solo, yeah.
And if you listen to it, John Paul Jones actually hits a wrong note in the solo.
Really?
I think.
Ooh.
And so I learned it, but without the wrong note. So
that's a good ear.
But I'm not a great keyboard player, but I did play keyboards in a band for 5 or 6 years, and that was one of the first songs I ever learned on keyboard was that.
Yeah.
And it's a fun one to play, but it's not exactly easy.
No, it doesn't sound easy by any means.
Yeah. And it's kind of a long thing, you know. But, yeah.
I'm laughing at.
I love learning songs.
I love that you love learning songs. I think that's part of what makes a great musician great. Like, it's great that you enjoy the process of learning songs.
Yeah, it's kind of like solving a puzzle in a way.
Yeah. Before we get to the next question, Turbo Swim, if you really like Die Hard, does that make you a Die Hard fan? Die Hard Squared fan?
Or are you just a Die Hard fan? What was the result of that poll, by the way?
It was a dead heat, 50% to 50%.
Oh,
so the
wow.
debate rages on. How about that?
I'm kind of surprised it was that close.
I am too. I thought there'd be a clear winner. Davey, yeah. I don't know I can continue to mod here with half the chat against me, says Cap. Cap. That's funny. It happens. All right, let's get to the next question. All right, Kenny's Prog Rock Jukebox asks, what was the first music, whether a record, CD, MP3, etc., you ever bought with your own money?
I think the first thing, I mean, I used to have, Christmas wish lists, birthday wish lists that were full of tapes and CDs and stuff, records even. But the first thing I remember buying with my own money was the cassette single, and this is going to date me a little bit, but the cassette single of Under the Bridge by the Red Hot Chili Peppers was the first thing I remember buying with my own money.
So, yeah, I mean, and at that point, singles were still a lot less than the CDs were, right? So,
yeah,
that's cool. Like, it was cassette singles were a big old thing when I was younger. Like,
they were kind of popular when I was in 5th grade or whenever that was.
Yeah, it's about when I was in good. Yeah, because they would have the little sleeve, and then you'd pop it in, and then. It'd be done. And then,
like a little cardboard sleeve.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Those are the days for sure. It is a great song, though, yeah. And Kenny says, Cassingle. Yeah, the single.
Cassingle. Yeah.
Cassingle.
The first CD I ever bought was through one of those CD membership clubs. And it was a Arrested Development CD that had Mr. Wendell and... People Every Day. It was called 3 years, 2 days, 5 days, something in the life of something, but that was just happened to be the first CD I ever bought. Twilight's Gotta Walk the Dog.
Thank you so much, Twilight.
See you later.
So good to see you tonight on the chat. I mean, I appreciate you being a part of this, and thank you for the follow too. It's really nice of you to do that, and all your generosity tonight as well. Have a great one. Oh, I love your emote. Is that your personal emote, Twilight?
That's one of his emotes.
You have emotes too. That's super cool.
He is an art streamer, by the way. As we mentioned, he made some of my emotes, but he also has some really cool emotes of his own.
Oh, that
channel.
is
yeah.
That's suave. Let me see if I can jump over here and give you a follow too, because I might even have. Oh, wow. This looks great. I'll give you a follow. Definitely. So anyway, have a great night, Twilight. So good to see you here on the chat. And I appreciate you so much. So, let's see. On we go. Let's see. What do we have remaining? The queue is closed. Thank you, everybody, for all your submissions in the chat. I appreciate you very much. I'm trying to clear this on my chat thing so I can see. Okay, there we go. Yeah, Mond says, did someone say art? That's right, Mond. Okay, next question from Matt Sar. Are there any plans for different stream time or days, or does the current schedule work well for you, Mandy?
Actually, Matt, I've been looking at possibly, well, I've been kind of considering this for a couple months, but I think I want to maybe either shift one of my happy hour streams to a slightly earlier time slot for our friends across the pond, because we don't have very much UK and Europe friendly time slots on my channel right now.
Mm-hmm.
So that's a thought that I've had, and I may be, working towards that in the next couple of weeks.
Okay. Well, I hope
Yeah.
good luck in your quest for finding that ideal time slot. That's a thing that I've seen explored by a lot of music streamers on Twitch, and it seems to be working out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, for me, I had thought about doing it in the last couple months, but there's also something to be said for maintaining, your sort of a stable schedule. And, the people who do come and watch your schedule as it is,
Yep.
That might be the time that works for them, and they don't want you to move it, but, and also if you're, like I was doing, trying to make sure that my average viewers were getting to the point where I could apply for partner and stuff like that. Like, it's a risk to move your schedule around. You may take a hit in how many, people are able to, be there, and you might lose people, and you don't want to, lose audience members because you did too much jumping around.
It's a very good point.
Because people kind of form habits about what they watch when they watch, I think, too.
Yeah, that's a really, really good point. I can say that some of the success of the Sandwich Show so far has been attributed to the consistency of when it comes on. Tuesday at 8 Eastern has been a pretty consistent. Sometimes it's Wednesday, sometimes it's a Monday, but it's generally around the same time, and I think that helps a lot. Like, it helps establish an audience. So I would say, yeah, maybe not deviate too much from that, but I love the idea of exploring an earlier time slot. Just since you see, I only get to do like one of these shows, and I do other shows during the rest of the week, but your show, you can do different ones, right? Like, you can do a music show earlier, you can do one later. So if you switch one of them, I think it's an interesting experiment. I hope it works. I really do. I think it will.
Thanks. Yeah. Like what Caffeine just said, that they think music streamers should have their regular weekly stream or two and then one floating around one. And I think that's a good idea, kind of establish a home base, but then you can kind of journey away from that and try different things and, encounter different people that may have, may be looking for exactly what you're offering, but maybe they haven't had a chance to see you yet.
It could work out both ways, no doubt.
Yeah.
Yeah. Really quickly, I want to say hello to Muppet Stooges fan 1. Good to have you back in the chat. And the Mod Father's in the house too. Stuart Hayek.
Hey.
Good to see you tonight. Welcome back, everybody. This is Mandy Prater on the right side of the screen. So good to see you.
Hi.
Hello. All right, so this question from Kenny's Prog Rock Jukebox. Great question. That's why I added it manually to the queue. What's a song that you've heard 1 million times, but you still leave it on when it comes on the radio?
I can't. It's really hard for me to turn off Bohemian Rhapsody or Stairway to Heaven or Sweet Child of Mine. No matter how many times, it's just like there's certain songs that you don't turn it off in the middle of. And those are some, it's like I never need, I don't, well, saying I never need to hear the song again sounds bad because that's not true. Even though there's certain songs that I've heard so many times, I can sit here and listen to it in my own head without music. You know what I mean? But, there's just certain songs that are just so perfect you almost can't believe that actual humans actually made that. And those are the ones that just like continue to blow me away no matter how many times I listen to them. Or like some of Bruce's songs like Thunder Road, Born to Run. They're just like, in my mind, like just perfect pieces of music.
I think you're right. You're right on. You're spot on with this, because it's tough to. How could that have been written by humans? It wasn't it's an unbelievable song. It really is, and the chat agrees.
Yeah.
And so Mon says,
It hurts my brain.
Yeah, 100%. Mon says, no one can turn off Bohemian Rhapsody. It's impossible to not sing along to. And let's see. And Stuart says Mandy gets an A+ for Bohemian Rhapsody. So, yeah, that's great.
I mean, and Kenny's comments about trying different stream times. Yeah, it's a building exercise. That's a good point.
Yeah.
And sometimes you know, if that's what you're trying to do. It is hard though. You know, it's hard when you have loyal viewers that, you know, may have trouble moving to a different schedule with you.
Mm-hmm.
And you don't want to lose them or make it hard for them to come and continue to enjoy being part of the community.
Yep.
Too. So
That's all well said. And some of
Yeah.
the Tiny Dancer too. That's a great call. I love that song. I probably could hear it a million times and never get tired of it.
yeah, Tiny Dancer, so good. That's a great classic tune too.
Yeah. Let's see. And Caffeine says, yeah, as a consumer of a lot of Twitch music streams, there's a few favorites that I watch regularly. So anything else going on at the time, I'm likely to miss. Yeah, I mean, if you're comfortable with, like, if you have your shows that, or your channels that you're loyal to, I don't think, you know, everybody's mileage will vary on that, but I totally understand staying with those channels that you've really grown to love. And so I totally dig that. Let's see. Mon says, yeah, not even that. At the time, it was such a massive turnaround for the time, and still to this day, you cannot go without hearing it and singing along to such an inspirational classic to so many people and to such performance. Yeah, that's great. I mean, that's on Bohemian Rhapsody. Yeah,
There's just so many elements of it that
Yeah.
make it an amazing song.
100%. Let's see. Do you have anything else in that? Muppet Stooges fan. My brain was listening to Wonderland, and my brain thought this thought: Winter Wonder Spam, a spam sandwich made with Wonder Bread covered in sugar. The sugar being snow. I love that. Powdered sugar would be ideal for that kind of sandwich.
Oh, like make it a Monte Cristo?
Yeah.
Like sort of a what you call it? Like a poor man's Monte Cristo.
Yes. It could totally work if you fry it. Muppets, I want that on the Discord. Show me that sandwich if you can make it, if you can get that going. I'd love to see it.
Oh Lord.
Wouldn't that be something? All right, let's see. What do we have next left on the queue? Turbo Swim. Please describe your favorite and least favorite part about being a Twitch online musician.
Oh, wow, that's a really good question. Favorite and least favorite part. I'd say my favorite part about being a Twitch musician is just the amazing people that are here in the community and the support that they give musicians. I mean, I even have this on my about page. I say, you know, Twitch has the best music fans in the world, and it has helped me in ways that I didn't expect for my own music, for my original music. To have people request, you know, your original songs means a lot, and people that have found an affinity for my original songs, it means a lot. And I also really love the fact that we have made a lot of friendships in my channel and across the country and across the world, people coming together and becoming friends and enjoying just hanging out. And I love that about Twitch. There are some hard things too. You know, you always have the element of people that come in to cause trouble, and
Right.
people that become maybe have unhealthy expectations about what they can get from your channel, or what they expect from out of you as a person, you know, and that can extend to an unhealthy level sometimes. And in any way, you know, Gansett guy says unhealthy expectations, so kind. But you know, 99% of people that I encounter on Twitch are fantastic people. So I try to focus on that and not the less than 1% that cause chaos and trouble and drama, you know.
Yeah. Because then you might have folks like Caffeine Depex. Caffeine wrote, "Play Wonderwall, I paid you $10."
Exactly.
Right on. Love these answers.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree with Swimmy.
But,
Those are great answers, Mandy. That's really well thought, well put. I mean, I can imagine with anything there are pluses and minuses. Although Kenny did say earlier up the chat that he can't think of a least, which is nice to know. Like I'm glad
that's good.
Yeah, that's cool. That's cool.
I mean, most of it is so positive, and Kenny's, you know, as I have been in the real world music world for a long time and played the wedding gigs and played the bar gigs and played to 8 drunk people who couldn't care less what band was on stage, and that can be, as a musician, kind of soul crushing year after year. And I can only imagine that Kenny has found, as I have found on Twitch in particular, that a new level of appreciation from the people in our audiences, and that means a lot to musicians, I think.
I love Turbo Swim.
He says, preach.
Yeah, preach. Kenny, that's awesome. Swimming with the tongue-in-cheek comment. Answer my comment, Davey. I have actually gotten that a couple of times. So it's we try not to miss any comments. That's the thing. And Hyper did love your poppy
Right.
in the corner of your room. So
Oh, thank you. Mm-hmm. That was actually a prop scene from an actual children's production of Wizard of Oz that my husband helped produce.
Wow.
And I was like, bring home some of those flowers. Those are really pretty. They're made out of dowel rods and crepe paper.
It's very convincing. That looks really good. Yeah. See.
Thanks.
Yeah, 100%. And I appreciate your kind words too, Hyper. Really good.
Yes.
Yeah. Let's see. Okay. So let's see. What do we have left in the queue? Just one. Okay. So this is from Monshaf. And Mond asks, Have you had any thought of playing any metal songs, for example? Oh, for example, The Things We Believe In by Ogan? I'm not familiar.
Let me see. Is that question for me? I guess it is.
Yeah.
I'm not super familiar with metal. That's not really a genre that I do. I have definitely tried, because people have come into my stream a lot of times, I think jokingly to some degree, and asked for metal, even though I have played metal songs in bands before. I grew up in a heavy grunge band when I was in high school. We played all kinds of stuff. But and people make assumptions too when they come in and they see like a female streamer, and they maybe think, oh, haha, she's going to be playing like Joni Mitchell and, you know, Jewel or something. But yes, thank you, Gansett Guy. I do play AC/DC, and I do play some other stuff. To me, though, the music that I'm drawn to and the music that I like to play, like I said earlier, I mainly choose songs for my channel that I feel like I connect with, usually on a lyrical level and a melodic level. And seeing myself first and foremost as a singer, and secondly as a guitar player, I kind of gravitate towards songs that I feel like play to my strengths, which I feel like is more likely my singing than my guitar shredding. So I tend towards things that I like the melody of. Turbo Swim says, part of me wishes that question was for Davey and not Mandy. I want to see Davey play metal.
I love
Nice.
that, Swims. That's funny. I wish, if I could, I would,
Yeah.
man. I would love to play some metal on stream. But I love it. Let's see. Ganzit guy, Kazoo
Yeah.
Master Third. Says Davey playing metal. I don't know. Well, that'll take me some learning. I mean, he has that pitch. I mean, there are different pitches that are involved. Well, to do metal, you gotta have that gravelly voice like this. You know, like the Metallica, like, you know, Lars Ulrich or
Yeah.
some sort of thing. It's like, take me, that takes a lot out of you. I don't know if everybody can do that.
Yeah, I used to, when I was in that band, when I was a teenager, we did this song called Charlotte by this all-girl metal band called Kitty.
Mm-hmm.
And I actually sang it, and I would do the screaming part, but I was like driving in my car one day singing along to the song, like practicing the song, and I like blacked out and like ended up on the side of the road because I was singing so hard, you know? So it does take a lot out of you. It's like, it's hazardous. It can be hazardous to your health, I think. So...
Well, Gansit guy is your
Yeah.
guy. Let me just do this for him. He says, Davey, can you do Bruce Dickinson from Iron Maiden? Let me try. Oh, wait. Hold on. There you go. Run to the hills. Run for your lives. Is that good enough?
Rocket.
Love it. Love it. I'm waiting for the delay for the chat, the chat to catch up. Oh my gosh, yeah. I mean, look, like I said, like that needs practice. Like that, I just threw that together. But I hope you enjoyed that anyway. I guess is that our final question? It is. Oh my goodness! Wow, we have come to the end. But I want to thank all of you for your questions tonight. It was really great. And Mandy, I really appreciate you taking time for us to get to know you. Turbo Swiss is now as bugs. Oh my gosh! Next stream, we'll do that next. Stream.
Is that a channel point?
It
That should be a channel
It
point.
is like so. I can do a song as Bugs Bunny. So.
Oh my God, that's awesome.
So, practice. Put it in for retirement. I was only here for the food. Yeah, so was I, Bill. I appreciate it. Thank you very much, everybody.
Well, this was super fun. I love to see some Mandylorians over here. You guys rock as usual. And very, very nice chatting with all of you guys. And thanks for all of your really thoughtful questions as well.
I agree with that. Mandy, it's been an absolute privilege for me. I really appreciate you answering all these cool questions and letting us and sharing all those great anecdotes about your career, your music, your life, and your interests in food and music and what have you. Congrats on winning the $12 dono, which I love it. We'll get that to you as soon as I can. And now let's go find someone to rate. Y'all, thank you so much for tuning in. If you missed any part of it, you can catch our replay here on Twitch, and it'll also be on our YouTube page. More details on that. Actually, let me get you over to our Discord, just so you can see what's going on with the Sandwich Show. We have a lot going on. We have a karaoke show on Friday, and then we have a trivia show on Sunday. So it'll be quite a weekend for us. But yeah, Mandy, much love. Let me go get you a shout out too, so that y'all can check her out your next show. And just to remind everybody who's not from the Mandalorian group, I don't think there are many, but for those who are here in chat who are not familiar with the channel, when will you be on next?
I typically stream Mondays and Wednesdays in the afternoon, so I probably will be on tomorrow. And then I also do Saturday nights, kind of late night stream.
Okay. That's great. So
Yeah.
let's now get the raid calls going. Hold on a second here. Get back to here. And yeah, thanks again. Let's raid. Let's figure out who we're raiding. Bill and Mandy, I think you're gonna love the choice. I am going to make an attempt. We'll see if it works. Let's see. I think actually, Kath, I see your suggestion. I think we already went there. It's fairly recently too. So tonight, we're gonna go see Emily McVicker. Let's go find her.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, she's great.
Is
She's
she
super
still
great.
on?
And
Yeah,
her,
she's still on.
yeah, I think she's still on. So we'll go ahead and copy the raid call, and let's do this thing. Y'all have a good night, Mandy. Much and
Cool,
all the
cool.
best. I'll see you soon. Thank you so much.
Thank you all.
Got
this was
it.
fantastic.
Thank you. All right, everybody, copy the raid call.
Copy
We'll
this alert.
Let's
Here.
do this. And go see
Sandwich
Emily
raid.
McVicker. Just give me just a second to copy it myself. Okay, I got it. Good night, everybody.
Awesome.
Thank you so much.
Night.
All right, y'all. We'll see you at Emily McVicker's channel. Hold on a second. Just need to get my guy over here. Okay, cool. All right. I promise this is it. Take care, everybody. We'll see you over at Emily McVicker.
Thanks, everybody.
Hi, everybody. Happy holidays, by the way. Thanks.